Hello, class. Today we have Brandon Joyner, and you may know him as a mild-mannered high school CTE teacher and our resident sponsored gamer. Let's welcome him to class. Yay!
How's everybody doing?
All right. So, Mr. Joyner, first and foremost, how does living in Eastern North Carolina compare to life in Wakanda, and what made you decide to move here?
Well, let me take a sip of my drink first. I'll tell you, living in Eastern North Carolina is an experience. And what made me decide to live here is because I love the people. Everybody feels very homey. Everybody's pretty humble and open to communication. So everybody's like talkative. Like if you go to a big city, everybody's like, don't talk to me, don't look, that kind of stuff.
There's not as much worry about vibranium down here either.
No, not that superpower. Shh. Can't give out all my secrets.
All right, so today's lesson focus is about Mr. Joyner. And first, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up teaching at Jones Senior?
All right, so I'm from Clinton, North Carolina. If y'all know where that is, maybe not. It's a small town just like this in Trenton, very country. We know about North Kakalaki. If y'all don't know what that is, North Carolina. And I went to ECU, graduated with BS in Business Administration and concentration in management. From there, I worked for like Burger King as a sales profit and operations coach. So I had like 56 different restaurants I was over.
Wow.
And I was moved to Florida, Miami, and California. And then I came back here because I love North Carolina. It's my home.
All right. Who was your favorite teacher growing up, and how did that teacher influence your style and philosophy?
Ooh, favorite teacher? You know what? I think my favorite teacher was like my kindergarten teacher. I actually had her twice. I had her in kindergarten. I had her in I think it was like third grade or fourth grade. And she was like very nice, very kind. And she spoke with like really high diction. Like she had taught me a lot of like really high level words, like instigator. That's the number one thing I remember. I was in kindergarten. I saw some kids fighting or whatever. I don't remember what I did, but I got in trouble because I was instigating.
Oh.
Never forgot that word. I was like, what does that mean? I didn't fight. She was like, but you were instigating it. You were, cheering them on to get them riled up. And I was like, oh. So
you've been a troublemaker for a long time.
Well, I've been on the sidelines looking in. That's what it is.
When you retire, how do you think students will remember you and your class?
All right. Well, for one, I think they'll mostly remember my shoes if they remember anything. They'll remember that I don't like Mac books, and they should remember. Yeah, I don't like Apple products. I'm sorry.
Well, it's been a good interview. So.
but mostly, I think they'll remember that I care about them and I care about their well-being more than anything else. Like beyond the subject, I want to make sure they're ready for life, and that's one of the most important things. Teach them a little bit of life lessons.
And yeah, we have to learn to adapt. And obviously this year we've had to adapt big time. So what's been the hardest part of teaching this year?
I'll say the hardest part is definitely getting that connection with the students at home. I'm not sure exactly what's going on whenever they are home, and it's hard to reach out to some of them. You want to be open towards them, but at the same time, sometimes you have to be the one to initiate that. And it's hard to do that when a lot of people are online. Mm-hmm. And as a teacher, you want to basically reach out to all your students and be there for them in case they do need you. So it's hard to let them know how open you are, because a lot of times they'll think you're busy or X, Y, or Z.
Right.
Hold them back from communicating.
Right. And they don't want to bother you when it's really not a bother.
Exactly.
So has there been any benefits or any good things that have come from this year, this teaching style, this hybrid style?
I'll say one good thing that has come from this is whenever you get the students in front of you and you get to talk to them or communicate it to them, they're more open to show who they are and what they're about, and you learn a lot about them. Whenever you're in the classroom and you just have a handful of students, it's a lot more intimate, so everybody's comfortable or gets comfortable with each other pretty quickly, and they're more open to make suggestions, communicate. They don't feel embarrassed that, they don't want to stand in front of a lot of people. But since it's so few, it's very easy to teach them and talk to them one-on-one.
Okay. And last one for our lesson focus today is, why is CTE Business the most important subject to learn?
All right, that's easy question. All right, so CTE Business is the most important one to learn is because it encompasses everything that you are learning in all your classes. Literally, whenever it comes to business and management, it's like I tell the students, businesses run the world. Everybody thinks the government runs the world, but businesses run the government. So guess who runs everything? Businesses. And in order to be good at business, you're going to have all your skills in place. You're going to have to be a good communicator. You're going to have to be good with math whenever it comes to money and budgeting. You're going to have to use critical thinking skills. So in case any situation comes up, you're going to have to be the one to solve it. And you're going to have to solve it quick. You're going to have to be good at time management, because you are going to have to be the one that says, hey, we have this time limit and we need to get these things done. And you'll have to be good at planning, because in order to get there, you're going to have to plan. You got to be good at execution, because you have to plan, then you execute. So you got to do what you just planned. And you're going to have to basically, throughout the whole process, figure out, oh, is this right? Are we on the right path? What's going on? So it takes a lot. And like I said, communication skills, you're going to have to be good at communicating. You have to be good with your words, not only spoken, but written and typing. So English is important. Math is important. You don't want to mess up any kind of money, because whenever you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars, you're dealing with other businesses. You're dealing with their money. You're going to have to be very observant. So math is important. And you're going to have to know history, because guess what? You're dealing with different countries, and we have different relationships with those countries. So how does that history factor into why we pay more tariffs on things? There's a lot in that encompasses business. So
2 hours later.
All righty.
I agree. It's most important.
Okay. Well, we're almost to the end of the day, and when it's time to go and you packed your bag, you got to try to sprint to the parking lot. But on the way, you always get caught with questions. So I'm going to fire some questions at you, and you just give me an answer right off the top of your head. See if you can make it to your car and home on time. You ready?
All right.
All right. If you could only have 3 apps on your phone, which 3 are you keeping?
Okay. Easily YouTube, Audible, and I guess text messaging, if that's technically an app, because those are literally the only things I use.
Okay. Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation?
Nintendo.
All right. And what's your favorite game?
Smash Brothers. Easy.
All right. So settle the debate for us. Mario or Luigi?
Ooh, I'm a Luigi guy.
That's why we get along. Okay. What's a hidden talent you have?
I can draw pretty good.
Okay. And what can you cook better than anyone else?
Ooh, I can say probably some pasta with like shrimp and sausage. Oh, I can cook pretty good. I make myself hungry just thinking about it.
Ladies watching. All right. If you could be a personal assistant to anyone, who would it be?
You know what? I would have to say, if I could be the personal assistant of anyone, it would have to be maybe like the CFO of Disney or CEO of Disney. It has to be somebody who's like high in the corporation, because the knowledge that they have is like invaluable. You have to pay to get that kind of knowledge.
Okay. All right. In Among Us, do you prefer being a crewmate or imposter?
Imposter.
Who would play you in a movie?
Oh, Denzel Washington. Easy.
My man.
I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can be up to my standards, but
Wow.
that.
Okay. And what's the title of that movie?
Oh, ooh, I'm gonna call it True Teacher.
True Teacher,
Yeah.
starring Denzel as Brandon Joyner. All right, last question, and then I'll let you get to your car. What's your spirit animal?
Oh, it's easy. It's a panther. That's
Yes,
it.
sir. Rest in
That's
peace
it.
to Chadwick
Always.
Boseman. All right, you made it to the parking lot. Congratulations. You got out of here. But before you go, I'm going to need your exit ticket. And this is your chance, if you only had this one moment to leave your impression, to leave a mark, something you want parents, students, anybody to learn from you. What's that message?
All right. I want everybody, I say, to learn to appreciate the things that they have in front of them, because a lot of times we see others and we see things around us, and we are always looking at the other side saying, all right, they have this, they have that, so if I don't have this and if I don't have that thing, what does it, like, who am I? Like, you feel less, and you shouldn't feel that way. And even if you do have more and you feel like you are down and you see somebody with less but they're happier, like, that shouldn't make you upset at them. Appreciate what you do have and the opportunities before you. Be open to them so that way you can take those opportunities and move forward with your life. That's basically it. Live for yourself and not for others.
All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this interview with us. And you've gone bell to bell. So I hope you have a great day and a great weekend.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thank you.